Hello there everyone, welcome back once again as we're back in for another episode of Slay the Spire. We have the Defect, Section 20. Let's get on to it. We managed to get to the end last time. Let's see if we can't do a repeat. Chances are we're just gonna get crushed by Velmin Knob or something, but hey, let's see. Upgrading card could be nice. I don't really want to take more damage unless it's a Hexaghost. No, it's King Slime, so I am definitely... can I get a snipe? It's technically possible for us to get snipe. We could also get a enhanced elite snipe, so that way we don't need to worry about that for the rest of the one. Upgrade. Let's see. Honestly, there's a good amount of upgrades depending on which path we take, so I think we'll just simply go for the 1 HP enemies and see what the... See if we're lucky. Boot sequence, pretty nice defense card. Kinda want to go Barrage, but then we'll have to spend a... Gonna have to spend a campfire having to upgrade it. Yeah, I guess we'll at least take the Barrage. Sure, we'll take the gold. Buy ourselves one potion. And now we can make the choice between which elite we want to take out. I mean, it's probably best if we just took out the flaming elite, since we'll still be funneled into this position here. Ball lightning, awesome. So let's go ahead and upgrade our Barrage so it's doing more damage. One cleat is a pretty nice defense item. I think we'll take Hologram here, just so that way we have a bit of recursion, not to mention can't really make use of any of the other cards. Oh wait, I forgot that we had the Horn Cleat on us. I need to remember that for this one. I think we... Cool-Headed would be nice since it gives us another orb option and its draw power, but Rebound would also be nice for its recursion. Although then again, we do have Hologram as well for recursion, but never hurts to be a bit redundant sometimes. I think let's go ahead and pick up the Rebound. So which way do we want to go now? We've done 2 regular combat. Actually, no, we've done 3 regular combats, so the easy pool has been depleted. We could try and be risky and go for a more elite-centric path, or we could try and play it safe with a more forge-heavy path. I think let's just go ahead and see what the relic is. Lantern. Lantern could be a pretty good item, but since with how most of our cards are costing, we basically could play a full hand. We have a good amount of health. I think let's go ahead and take this elite, and if things go bad, we can always sidetrack off to the white. Lagavulin, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and use our armor here. We'll hold on to our boot sequence for it to be used on a different turn. We use Hologram to grab Ball Lightning. Zap is basically a better strike once we get all 3 lightnings on us. could use... Let's go ahead and use dual cast, put up a double defend, add some decent damage. So we hit them with the barrage and then dual cast. Nice. Smiling Mask, awesome. Let's see. Machine learning, we don't really have a deck that's really worth trying to draw more cards for, so Ball Lightning would be good since that will increase our orb slots faster, which will make Barrage better. Or we could go with Reinforced Body, which is a very much needed defense card, because all we have at the moment is defense and a boot sequence. Yeah, I think we go with the Reinforced Body here. Strike, hologram, strike him again, hit him with a dual cast. Nice. We'll pick up Cold Snap now. We didn't lose too much HP from facing Lagavulin, so I'm kind of willing to go for this. Kind of wish that we could have started with a Ball Lightning, but what can you do? Alright, took care of one. Now let's see if we can take care of the rest. Let's go ahead and put up a zap here. That will give us a 3/8 damage, and that will just be it. Could use Reinforced Body to just simply avoid taking any damage. Yeah, that seems like the best play. Because we still have to worry about the next elite fight that we're going to be funneled into, because if it's the Gremlin Knob, then having as much health as we can will be great. Pick up an auto shield. We will switch out the Thorns for the Swift. Ew! Alright. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that we have some pretty good defense capabilities. Let's see, this will deal 18 damage, but it won't kill either of the Angries, so I think it's best if we just played back for the time being. We'll let our zaps do residual damage. We'll go slow on these guys. Then we can finish them off when we have the opportunity. Chill would be a pretty good ice card for us. But Rainbow will channel give us a... Rainbow will always give us the 3. Meanwhile, Chill is a situational ice card. I think let's go ahead and go for Rainbow, since really we kind of only want to use it once. Okay, we're facing Lagavulin again. I think let's go ahead and play into our Horn Cleat and see about Swift Potioning. So we rebound here, Ball Lightning to get it back into the rotation. Let the other cards go. Let's see, is it worth taking... Let's go ahead and put up a defend here so that way the ice will shield us. Well, our next 3 cards. Auto Shield, Rainbow. Let's go ahead and put up the Reinforced Body so that way we don't take anything. Not nice. That is like all of our defensive options. You hate to see it. Okay. So, with a Ball Lightning, that will be 13 damage. I don't think we have enough to kill with if we go on the offensive, so that's the case. Use Ball Lightning, use Dual Cast, and we have Cold Snap and we have Dock being triggered, so let's go ahead and put up a Zap here so that way if we get Cold Snap, we can finish it off with the Dock. Kunai will definitely be useful to us, but I think the problem is that outside of our first turn, we don't have any kind of energy. And all of our cards are still costing 1 as well. I think let's go ahead and pick up the Pile Driver since it's a draw. And we will start by upgrading our Zap and Dual Cast so that way we have a bit more availability to attack. Hate to see our Reinforced Body being taken up. Okay, well, we should be able to live this. So, Bio Drive. Let's go ahead and use an energy potion here. Force a split, but 57 HP. I think we could have definitely put it down a bit more. Okay, but watch the spike. That will... Okay. Strike, rebound. This way, the 2 spikes will be at 2 HP. Boot sequence here, get rid of the slimes. Finish this guy off. Would the barrage be worth it? 57 divided by 2, that is what? 24, 23. With the 2 zaps, it won't, Nope, okay, nope, I was wrong. Shit. That was a bad play on my part, I guess. I did not expect him to split off at bloody 26. Well, I guess it's fine. We should be able to get through here. Like, we would require some pretty horrible luck to end up dying. Nice. Okay. I don't think we want Thunder Strike since that is too expensive for us, so really it's between Core Surge and Bias Cog. Bias Cog will be pretty nice since having the focus. having a surge of focus will be very nice, but core surge is kind of like the bread and butter. I think bias cog will probably be more useful. We will pick up the inserter, not having to worry about our orb slots will be great, especially if we can pick up a consume. So let's see. Considering our deck, I kind of want to avoid elites in the beginning. Preferably taking an elite, maybe like one elite in the mid, and just simply focusing on upgrade. So this left path is where we... this left that kind of diverts into the middle is very nice. Would the bias cog be worth it? We'll be doing 7 damage, which will be 14. So really it's just simply the question, can we kill in 5 turns or less? I think we should be able to. Especially when he has a turn where he's just kind of like setting up. Pick up a charge battery, that will be incredibly useful. We don't have a lot. If it's Necronomicon, then that is extremely bad for us. But if it's like Inkiridian or Neilwes, then it could be decent. Problem is, if it's Necronomicon, then we just kind of screw ourselves. I think we'll just simply leave it. I don't really want to risk it being a Necronomicon. Seriously, all these birds are buffing. Okay. Kinda wish I had liquid wands now. Why are they buffing again? Stop that! Yeah, just get rid of this bird that is trying to buff itself more. Another cold snap or cool-headed? I think I would like a cool-headed. Great. That's a lot of HP gone. Unfortunately, I don't think we have enough we don't have enough to be able to take out the cultists in a single turn. Oh well, in the turns that Bias Cog will afford us. Maybe we can get rid of like 1 or 2. Then that would be great. It's definitely not looking good. Very worrisome. Oh, we had the fairy in the bottle. That's why we lived. But okay, we're not dead yet, but it is definitely not looking nice. Okay, I could really go for like, you know, an aggregate or, you know, turbo. Something that would be of use. Okay, free upgrade, that's nice. Give me an upgrade on bias cog. Yeah, no, I think we'll just simply end up dying if we go into the elite fight, so I think I'm just going to go around here. I think we should be fine with putting up a bias cog now. Okay, nice. Got a block potion, pick up another ball lightning. Was an egg, now if one can actually find powers. Put an upgrade on dual cast. We'll head off to the left. Of course it's an eggplant. And on the right side, it's only debuffing us. Although at the same time, because it's debuffing us, yeah, put up the bias cog. Yeah, block potion, head over the barrage. Nice. Fine, we'll pick up Thunder Strike here. Get rid of a regular strike, pick up a Cold Snap in its place. Pick up another charge battery. Which one are we facing? We're facing the Sentinel. Give me an upgrade on hologram. Hey, Turbo. Keep getting rid of strikes. Ooh, heat sinks would be pretty good, especially if we can start leaning more into the powers, but... Wait, hold on. Orange pellets. That is huge with defrag... Oh, with bias cog. Now it's just simply a matter of being able to output the 3 things in order to reap the most amount of benefit from bias cog. Because if we can keep all 5 focus when we have it, that will be insane. Charged battery, dual cast. This guy's probably going to take out bias cog. Nope, took out rainbow. Well, I would like that back, thank you very much. Now this orb is probably going to take out bias cog. Nope, took out Thunderstrike. Alright. Give me something back at least. Alright, there's our bias cog, so power, skill, attack, and now we have 5 focus for the rest of this. So we use this to grab that. Rebound for cool-headed. I do want to get my Thunder Strike since we are playing... Oh, Shit. Okay, we should be alive. I totally forgot about the hyper beam. Okay, he's doing 40, we have 21, so... Zap, reinforced body, and that should be enough. Compile... Yeah, now's the time for the dual cast. Hit him with the cold snap, hit him with the barrage, and we have him next turn. Oh, that was a little bit too close for my comfort. Ooh, Frozen Core. That... Yeah, I think Frozen Core is definitely our item here. Oh! Well, you know what, I guess it's a good thing that we don't have too many powers, actually. Right now, Bias Cog is actually the only power we have. Alright. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. I mean, if we find another Bias Cog, I will pick it up since we had the pellets, so... But for the time being... Alright, because we only gain, Right, I need to remember that. Okay, use the rainbow. Hologram for compile, see what we draw. Okay. Dual cast here. Okay. Power. Attack. And... skill. Give me that dual cast. We have 1 cold snap, 2 cold snap, 1 cool header. I don't think we really need another cold snap. Loop is tempting, but since we are going to be fighting the Awakened one, Loop will kind of just end up becoming a dead card to us until we can play it in the next stage. Normality could be good because we have shops available to us, and we can go on a spending spree, to be honest. Yeah, give me I Am Rich. We need a whetstone. Alright, fine, we'll pick it up. Yep, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have not done this fight. This fight is dangerous for us at this stage of the game. Normally we could probably do it. But problem is, really got normality 2 turns in a row. What are the odds of that happening? We do not have a good deck to actually deal with things that are scaling up this aggressively. Seek out the Bias Cog, Ball Lightning, Auto Shield. We're going to take a little bit. I think we're dead. Oh, nope. Barely alive. Still alive. Okay, that was a little bit too close for comfort there. Do you want a second auto shield? Honestly, yes. Please let there be at least waffle here. Shit! Okay, well, we will take the glacier. We need to get rid of these normalities. Take the preserved insects, since that will probably be our saving grace. We don't really need the orb since we have the inserter. We'll take a block potion. You know what? We have the money, so we'll take this sling. Fine. We'll take the strike dummy as well. Alright, please. Okay, Nemesis. I think we can handle Nemesis. Rainbow here. Okay. That. Okay. Power. Skill. It's gonna be intangible, so... Auto shields. Let's see, this is 58? No, it was 48. Okay, give me that rest. I need that rest. So Nemesis was definitely one that we could fight, but... if we end up having to go against Reptomancer or the Giant Head, then our chance of dying is huge against those two. I think let's just go ahead and avoid it and just simply take a easier fight here. Okay, cool. Okay, power, skill, and a attack. Honestly, I need to remember... Actually, speaking of the orange pellets, we could actually make use of the orange pellets for our speed potion, so that's definitely a tech that I need to remember when we get into our fight with the Awakened One. Because that's basically a 5-3 block. Don't think we need any other cards here, so... Okay, Orichalcum, that could be useful. I think let's just go ahead and keep resting up, so that way we have health. Oh, Defragment, you are such a tempting mistress. First things first. Get that normality out of here. We are now free of normalities. I think grabbing dollies and getting a second bias cog will be huge. But that defragment, I mean, we have 10 focus to us, basically. As long as we can do our combo of power, skill, attack to trigger our pellets, then we honestly, I don't think we actually need more focus, surprisingly. So I think if that's the case, let's go ahead and grab the white beast, since you never know. And we'll pick up liquid memories. And in the meantime, let's just go ahead and keep resting. Gross. Okay, well, thankfully it's a pretty... Well, actually no, these two are buffing. That is not good for us. Okay, so we should be able to do our combo here. I don't... Why is everything buffing on me? Anyways. Well, I mean, considering that we can buff up extremely well as too, I mean, you know what, who am I to complain, but still. Still don't appreciate it. Seek out a bias, put that up, hit him. That should be good. I hate these things with the malleable crook. Makes them such a pain in the rear. Okay. Yeah, I think since we do have the pantograph, let's just go ahead and upgrade our Seek here. Okay, let's do this. Well, honestly, we could just simply start off strong. Let's see. We use the hologram, then we'll get a... We'll also get a 7-block orb, so that will... Let's just put up the boost sequence. So, first things first, getting rid of these cultists. So, bias cog, give me the turbo. And now we just kind of slowly raise our stuff. Alright, that's one cultist. Auto shields into Glacier for a trigger. I need to get rid of this cultist. We have enough blocks, so let's just go ahead and hit him with a rebound. Oh, I forgot to trigger my... Well, actually, no, I guess it's fine. We can trigger the speed potion on the next fight. He's doing 12 damage. We are actually fine. We can honestly just simply take it slow and let our lightnings do the rest of the job for us. But what fun would that be? Put rebound here so that we can keep building up our kunai dexterity. Okay, this is going better than it did than the last one. I think if we just manipulated it so that way we got a kunai proc, then we should be fine. Also, I kind of want to hold this stock until we can get it all the way up to... so that way we can evoke it. You know what, this is good enough. Might not be a dual cast, but you know what, we still got him. So, I guess the question is, who's next? I think we have a pretty good... Time Eater. Of course it's you. Alright, so we activate the speed potion. We use Seek to grab a bias cog. We have a lot of skills, so we want to pick up a cold snap so that way we can generate more frost. Let's see, with a defect. If we don't do it, he's doing 24. We'll grab another frost next to our frozen core, so that will be 26. Yeah, we can just simply end there and not do anything. So we zap here, hit him with the compile drive. We end here, so that way we have 4 more cards to play. We do not use bias card here since we don't have anything else. And I think... let's just go ahead and trigger his time warp. Uh, 17, 24, 31. Okay, we're good. Key against this guy is just to play slowly. Get rid of this slime. Oh, that's 51 damage. I do not appreciate 51 damage, thank you very much. But looks like we're probably gonna have to be taking it. Well, only like, I guess 17 damage, really. He's doing 30 against 7, 14, 21. We should be fine as we are, since we have Orichalcum to also come in and block for us. We'll let our Frozen Core... honestly, we can just simply let our Frozen Core and Insert to do their work together. We don't even... since we'll just simply build up the block anyways. As long as he doesn't do like his headbutt and rapid successions, because that's his big attack. Unfortunately, we also could not get bias coglyphs of all the other goodies. Shame. And we're basically at the point now where he can't really even break through our defense now. So, honestly, we should probably be moving our... Oh, hey. Well, that works for me. Now we can get through him a bit faster. Alright, well, I suppose we might as well just... push our Dark Orb up, since the moment that this guy matures into our front rank, I think we basically have him on checkmate. Be consumed by darkness. Woo! We actually did it. I'm surprised. A back-to-back one to the end with the defect? I was not expecting that. I was expecting us to die to Grumman Knob. But we actually managed to get to the end on Ascension 20. That is surprising, honestly. I was not expecting it to get that far. Well, I suppose that is going to be it for today's episode. Now, I do have plans for what to do after. So, I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to like button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe, and you guys and gals that make this channel alive. I'll see you all next time. Bye now.